When it comes to your actual images, your Amazon images, is usually what tends to happen is people will come into Amazon, they'll look at your hero image, they'll look at the price, they'll kind of evaluate from there. They'll probably read just a little bit of your title, but a lot of them, what they end up doing is going through all your images, right? And I've always said to everyone that you need to tell me everything about your product in all the images. I should be able to make a buying decision by purely looking only at your images. I should know exactly what the material is made from, where it's made, if it's made in Australia especially, right? How long it's going to last, what dogs it actually suits, what materials it's made out of, how big it is. I need to know everything, what it's going to come when it's packed, unpacked, how it looks, how to set it up. I want to know everything within the actual images. If you can achieve that with your product, if you can let the customer know everything they need to know within the actual images, then you're way closer to sale, right? Way closer. So one image that they have here, and I kind of really like the A+ content that they've actually put on this, or the actual listing they've put on this particular dog bed. But, you know, I love this particular image here, right? I think this image is a fantastic image, and I think that needs to be within the images itself. Also, another thing is if you look down further, you'll actually see all these amazing images of the actual dogs just sitting on the bed. These are really, really great images. And I'm kind of, I'm starting to think a little bit more about the actual size of this dog bed. But yeah, essentially, in terms of the images, it's important to have everything within your first lot of images. That's crucial, right? So we want to have them all within here. And this goes back again to speaking and being able to communicate with the person who's actually buying it. See, it doesn't become an expensive bed when you let them know that this is the only bed they'll ever need to buy, right? We're up to our third bed, right? So it doesn't become expensive then. So we have to know how to actually communicate with them within the actual images themselves. So I have usually all of my products that I actually sell, I always sell them 2 or 3 times more than what anyone else sells their product. So, and that's the thing, you can do that. I know when you're working out whether or not you can actually sell a product, usually when you're breaking down your numbers, you're actually working it out based on what everyone else is selling it for. I don't do that. I actually put on, if I know my product is completely different or is something completely unique about it, I always put up, 50% or 60% more than what everyone else is selling, sometimes 100 or 200% more. Because the reality is you can sell a product way more than what it's advertised on Amazon for a similar product. If you have something special, people will pay a lot more for it. But your job is to essentially tell them why they should pay more for it, right? There's about 20% of Amazon customers that actually would love to buy better products, right? They would love to buy that. So that's a big, big thing. So we know that one of the issues that we're looking at is the first thing people think of, well, it's expensive compared to others. So how can we fix that? So one way to fix it is to actually address it. So in your actual copywriting, what you could do, and this is something that kind of I was mentioning to Michael, is you could probably have it in your, maybe either in the title, or you can have it in a bullet point, and you could say something like, probably the most expensive dog bed, right? And here's why. So now you got their attention. Because if you see something that's expensive and you think, oh, it's too expensive, but then we've addressed it, it's probably the most expensive dog bed, but here's why. And then you say why, indestructible, lasts your lifetime. And actually, you've sold them now on the fact that it's actually the cheapest dog bed because it's the only one they need to buy, right? So it's about being able to clearly communicate with your actual customer what they're thinking at that present moment in time. It's about clearly, basically, effectively being able to translate to them why your product is better, why your point of difference, USP, whatever you want to call it, is better. And that needs to be basically shown instantly, right? Within the actual hero image itself. I know Kathy and I talk about this a lot. It's crucial and it's important. So a lot of the times you don't have bad products, right? If you have a product and you know your product is better than anyone else's, but it's not selling, the issue is probably the listing itself, right? And this is a big thing. There was a product, I was doing a consulting call a couple of years ago. No, it was probably about 3 years ago. Someone who had a CBD oil for dogs when you could sell them on Amazon, the US. And his product was different, right? It was definitely different, the way it was packaged, the way he sold it, different milligrams, the way it looked, but he wasn't selling anything. It was made in the USA. I took a look at his particular product, and what we did was we changed just his hero image alone. to show what his product was different to everyone else's. He ended up selling 1,000 units within 10 days, right? So if you do have a product that is differentiated, that you do have a strong, unique selling proposition, which is that difference, then the issue is not the product. The issue is your listing, right? It's crucial and it's important. And this is why I kind of I hold so much importance to this, because this is the things that you need to get right. If you get the product right and get the listing right, the chance of success is way, way higher.
That was a video from my regular Monday night Q&A session with the members of the Aussie Online Entrepreneurs. We are a community of 2,500 members and growing. We're the fastest growing community of professional e-commerce sellers right here in Australia, with sales, by the way, of over $50 million. $50 million, holy crap. If you'd like to find out more about what we do and how we can help you build your own e-commerce business too, get off to www.aussieonlineentrepreneurs.com.au. The link for that is in the description. And thanks so much for watching. See you in the next video.